Hello student, welcome back to online lecture in Junior Accountancy channel. Student, in this video we discuss about the preparation of final account. Like a sole proprietorship concern, partnership also has to prepare its final account to find out the net result and financial position of the business on a particular date. Final accounts consist of trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet for the particular financial year. And student, that financial year starts on 1st April and which is ended on 31st March of the next year as per the Income Tax Act 1961. Student, this final account is the last stage of accounting procedure. We know about that. Partnership firm also undertaken the various steps to prepare the various account. So let us see which are the various steps involved in accounting. First of all, preparation of journal or the subsidiary books. It means there is a entering of the business transaction in summarized form in journal book or in different subsidiary books. Then there is a transferring of that journal entries to the ledger account for individual record. Afterwards, that balancing of ledger accounts, and on that basis trial balance is prepared. And finally, final account is prepared with the help of trial balance and with certain adjustment which consist of trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Student, now we see what is the necessity of preparation of final account. First point, to find out the gross profit or gross loss incurred during the year. It means it helps to find out the gross results of the business. Second, to find out the net results, that is a net profit or net loss done during the year. Next, to know the financial position of the business at the end of every year, that is how much the total assets owned by the proprietor and how much the total liabilities owed to others. About that, we get the information from this final account. And also it helps to find out the amount of debtors and creditors also, that is to ascertain about the amount receivable from our debtors and the amount which is payable to the creditors also. So this type of information we also get from the final accounts. Next, for preparing the various account for future planning, it is also necessary or required. Then for ascertaining the sources of funds and to know about the application of that fund, it is required. To find out or measure the value of goodwill on the various occasion like admission of the partners, retirement of the partner or death of the partner, on such occasion it helps to calculation of the goodwill, how to value the goodwill at, it helps to value that as that goodwill. Next or last, to calculate the various taxes of the firms like income tax. It means tax liability of the business purpose, it that final accounts is also required. Now student, let us see about the preparation of final accounts. Student, partnership firm is prepared on the basis of trial balance and on additional information, which means adjustment. Trial students, let us see, this is the trading account in ledger form which is in front of you. Ledger form, it means in T form it shows the debit side and credit side. Trading account is a nominal account. It involves the expenses and incomes. In the debit side of this account, all the direct expenses are recorded, and in credit side of the account, direct incomes of the firms are recorded. Direct expenses means are those expenses which have the direct relation with the production or manufacturing of the business or manufacturing of the production or certain trading activities, which where trading activity, buying and selling of goods, they are necessary to incurred in the factory. So that are the direct expenses which are recorded in the debit side. And direct income means which are received by sale of goods or services in which produced or manufactured by the firm. So direct incomes recorded on the credit side. This account is opened for the purpose of to find out the gross profit or gross loss incurred during the year. At the time of closing, if the credit side is more than the debit side in trading account, then that account shows the gross profit, and if the debit side is more than the credit side, it shows the gross loss. Then that gross profit or gross loss is transferred to the profit and loss account. So student, let's see the items which shows in the debit side of the trading account one by one. First of all, there is the opening stock. Always trading account is recorded first with the opening stock. That opening stock, it is the closing stock of last year. It becomes the opening stock of current year. It's shown on debit side of the trading account. Next one, purchases is there. It involves the cash purchases also or the credit purchases of the goods also. We deducted the return outward from that, which is also called as the purchase return. It means some goods which are rejected for various reasons that are deducted from the purchases. Next one is the carriage inward. Carriage inward, this is the transport expenses which incurred at the time of purchases of goods. That is also recorded in debit side. Next one, freight is there. It is incurred to carry the goods. Most of it includes the railway freight or the air freight. Next one, dock charges, custom duty, import duty. These all are the taxes and which are incurred at the time of purchases. So that's why it is recorded on the trading account debit side. Next is given wages productive. In this case, there are two types of wages. One is productive wages and which are paid to the workers for production purpose. And second, unproductive wages also there, which are paid to the workers or the helpers who are not engaged in the production, that are unproductive wages, and that unproductive wages are debited to the profit and loss account, but productive wages recorded to the trading account debit side. Just keep it in mind. Next thing is also important, that there is a wages and salary. When the item wages and salary is given, wages appearing first, it should be transferred to the trading account debit side. And student, when the item salary and wages is given, in which salary appears first, it should be transferred to the profit and loss account. Next, coal, coke, gas, motive power, oil, water, grease. These are incurred for machinery maintenance purpose into the factory. That's why it is direct expenses. Next, royalty on purchase or production. It is royalty means royalty. It is an amount which is paid for the permission to use the patents, copyrights, mines, etc. for the commercial purpose. That is a royalty. That's why it is a direct expenses. Next one is primary packing of the charges, then factory lighting and heating is there, then factory insurance is there, workers manager salary is there, then last one, gross profit is also recorded in trading account debit side. Gross profit, it is a credit balance of the trading account, where which shows that the credit side is more than the debit side. It shows the credit balance, and that credit balance is the gross profit. That gross profit is transferred to the profit and loss account credit side. Next, here your first debit side items are covered. Now let us see the credit side of the trading account. First of all, it involves the sales. It includes cash sales or credit sales, which is made during the year. It is a direct income. That's why it is recorded on the credit side of the trading account. Then afterwards, return inward or the sales return we deducted from that. It means some of the customer return certain rejected goods that we have to deduct it from the sales. Then if the goods are goes out because of the loss of the fire is there, if the goods are lost by the theft, and Suppose goods, when the goods are distributed as a free samples, are also recorded on the trading account credit side. Then closing stock. Closing stock, it's a stock of goods in hand at the end of the accounting year, which is valued at cost price or the market price, whichever is lower, it is recorded. And last but not the least, if there is a gross loss, that is recorded on the trading account credit side. Gross loss means, it means that account shows the debit balance, debit side is more than the credit side. It means there is a debit balance is shown, and that debit balance is called as a trading account. So student, this is a trading account. Now let us see the profit and loss account. This is a format of pro forma of profit and loss account in front of you. Profit and loss account is same like a trading accounts. It is in ledger form, which also have the debit side and the credit side. It is also a nominal account. It means it also involves the expenses and gains also and incomes also. All the indirect expenses like office expenses, administrative expenses, management expenses is there, selling, warehousing, distribution and finance related transactions are recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account, and all indirect incomes are recorded on the credit side of the profit and loss account. If the credit side is more than the debit, then there is a net profit is resulted, that is transferred to the capital account credit side or added in the capital. And if the debit side is more than the credit, there is net loss which is to be transferred to the capital account debit side or deducted from the capital. Student, now we see the debit items of profit and loss account one by one. So let us see. First of all, salary is given to on debit side. Salary, it's a payment made to the office staff. Then salary and wages is there. We already discussed in trading account when we explain salary and wages recorded in the profit and loss account. Where salaries appears first. Then next, rents and rates is there, where rate means municipal rates. So which are the indirect expenses recorded on profit and loss account. Next, insurance is there. Insurance, that is when the insurance premium is paid for the business assets for goods kept in warehouse for or goods in transit, then such premium is paid and that is treated as the indirect expenses and which is debited to the profit and loss account. Next, electricity, lightning is there. Then telephone, postage charges is there. Printing and stationery, traveling expenses of the salesman is there. Next, depreciation on assets is there. Depreciation on which assets? Of course, on fixed assets. Depreciation means it is a permanent and the gradual decrease in the value of fixed assets because of use of that assets or the passage of the time. Depreciation is the loss of the business. That's why it is recorded on the profit and loss account debit side. Then next item is loading charges. Then audit fees is there, which is paid to the auditors. Entertainment expenses is there. Repairs, renewals, maintenance of the office or the building is there. Interest on loan. Suppose suppose the partners borrow a loan, then we have to pay the interest on that. So that is a financial expenses and recorded on the debit side. Sundry miscellaneous expenses, which are little but other miscellaneous expenses is there, that also recorded on the profit and loss account debit side. Then conveyance is there, of course carrying expenses is there. Next, some of the loss because of the fire, because of the left or maybe in accidents there is a loss, that loss is also recorded on the profit and loss account debit side. Next, goods distributed as a free sample, which is as a advertisement, that is also indirect expenses. Next, discount allowed is there, certain different allowances is there, advertisement is there. Next, carriage outward, which is also the carrying expenses where it is incurred at the time of selling or distribution of the goods. Next,
Sales charges, bad debts means irrecoverable amount from the debtors. Then export duties there, the different taxes, general expenses, then trade expenses, legal charges is there. Next, professional charges also, then bank charges, solicitor fees, which all are the indirect expenses. Solicitor fees, these are the legal expense. Advocate fees is there, which is paid, that fees is paid to the advocates. Then secondary packing charges is there. And next, loss on sale of fixed assets. If the fixed assets is sold, then if there is a loss, then that loss also recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account. And last but not the least, net profit is recorded on the debit side of the profit and loss account. That net profit is distributed between the partners in their profit sharing ratio, and that profit is next transferred to the balance sheet. In partners capital account, it is recorded on the credit side, and sometimes it is directly recorded in the balance sheet and added to the partners capital account. So here our debit side is completed. Now we see the credit side of the profit and loss account. First of all, we record the gross profit. If there is a gross profit in trading account, that trading profit here carry forward, and first of all we record by the gross profit. Then certain incomes is there, commission, suppose we received discount on or received interest received is there. If we received a dividend, if you received the rent, that are recorded on the credit side. And some other sundry or miscellaneous receipts also recorded on the profit and loss account credit side. Next one is given profit on sale of assets. If there is a say on the time of, at the time of sale of the fixed assets, if there is a profit, that profit is also recorded on the profit and loss account credit side. And last, net loss is also recorded on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Suppose if there is a debit balance is there, it means debit side is more than the credit side, there is a net loss is there, it is also presented like a net profit. If there is a net loss, it is also shown as a distributed between the partners in their equal ratio, in their profit sharing ratio. And afterwards that net loss is transferred to the partners capital account debit side. If directly it is transferred to the balance sheet, then in from the capital it is deducted. So student, here our profit and loss format is completed. So many of the points we covered in this pro forma. Student, this is a balance sheet. Balance sheet is a statement which is not an account like a trading account and profit and loss account, but it is a statement which shows the financial position of the firm on a particular day. Left hand side, it shows the liability or the capital of the business, and and on right hand side all the assets are recorded at the year end. All the assets and liabilities must be equal at the end of the year, or it should be tallied, then only it shows the arithmetical accuracy. Now we see one by one each items in liability side. First of all, capital, closing capital of the partners recorded, which is carried from the partners capital account. Then partners current account, credit balance is recorded. Afterwards, all the reserves are recorded like general reserves with net profit. After net profit, there is a long term capitals are recorded. Long term liabilities, which is also called as a fixed liability, which is a long term purpose that liability is held in the business, like loan on mortgage, bank loan is there, loan from the partners. Afterwards, current liability is recorded, like here in this format, bills payable, bank overdraft, sundry creditors, all these recorded. Sundry creditors, they are the suppliers. Here there is a add or less, any other adjustment related to the creditors is there, it is added or deducted from that creditors. Afterward, if there is a provision regarding the discount on the creditors, it is deducted. And next, discount on creditors, after deducting this discount on creditors, balancing amount is recorded in the outer column. Afterwards, outstanding expenses is there. It is also the current liability. So that expenses may be anyway, that is if sometimes there is outstanding rent, outstanding wages, outstanding salary is there. So that outstanding means the unpaid expenses which is of current year, but it is till at the end of year it is not paid. So that is also recorded on the liability side as a current liability. Then next, income received in advance. Income received in advance, it is also called as a prepaid income, which is not related with the current year income. And last, provision for tax is also a liability, so that's why it is also recorded. So this is a form of liability sides. So most of the time this sequence is followed. Then we see the asset side. In asset side, first of all the fixed assets is recorded, and afterward that fixed assets, their depreciation is charged and balancing amount is carried forward to the outer column. Let's see which are the assets is shown in this balance sheet. First of all, goodwill is there. Goodwill, it is a reputation of the firm which is converted into the money form, that is a fixed assets. Then land and building is there. Then plant and machinery, furniture and fixture is there, equipments, delivery motor van is there, leasehold or the freehold premises is there. Then patents, loose tools, these all are the fixed assets. We see that every fixed assets there is a depreciation is charged and balancing amount is written on the outer column. Then after the fixed assets, there is the investments are recorded. Investments are the assets. So after the fixed assets, it is recorded. Then stores and spare parts, it is also the fixed assets. So it is recorded. Most of the time sequence may be follow before investment, that must be recorded. It should be recorded. Then prepaid expenses, outstanding income, these all are the current assets. It means after the fixed assets and investment, there is a recording of current assets is there. Let's see which are these current assets. Prepaid expenses, which is advance. Then outstanding income is there. Then loans and advances is there. These are recorded in the asset side. Then closing stock, which is at the end of the year. Then sundry debtors, then certain sundry debtors related adjustment is there. That debtors is presented like this. Sundry debtors amount is recorded in the inner column. Afterwards, the new bad debts is deducted from that amount, and if there is a provision regarding the debtors on for discount purpose, so that is also deducted from that, and balancing amount is recorded on the outer column side. Then insurance claim receivable is there. Then outs bills receivable, cash in hand, cash at bank, these all are the current assets that recorded on the balance sheet asset side. And last, partners current credit balance is given, that is here the debit balance. Printing mistakes is there in your books. There is a partners current account debit balance is recorded on the balance sheet asset side. So this is a format of balance sheet. So most of the times this format is follow. In assets, first of all we record the fixed assets, after that investment, and afterward current assets is recorded. So student, in this video we discuss about the format of a final account or the preparation of the final account, which involves the trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheets. I hope you all are understood all this format. Thank you.